It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Captain Cortez, and Chemist of Love, and this is where we talk flicks. Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Captain Cortez, and Chemist of Love, and this is where we talk flicks. Why do I feel like I just did that? I think I might have just had a little bit of deja vu. Interesting. Anyways, this week, we are going to talk about a classic movie from a classic director, rest in peace. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and after rewatching, I do still feel that. And I'm talking about a movie that's about the art of time travel and maybe named after a strip club. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get to that, but first, a couple things. I want to give a big shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina, home of Ric Flair, the Charlotte Hornets, and many, many other fine restaurants and fine businesses. One of these days, I'm going to have to come down there and visit and see the sights, eat the food, and maybe even do a podcast. So thanks for listening, guys, gratitude. And additionally, this episode is brought to you by something new. Now, here at Existing Fiction, the Captain Talks This podcast has exploring movies and TV and sports through me, the Captain J. Cortez. It's me giving my unique perspective on movies, TV, sports, and flicks. Now, though, my brother from another mother, my bud from way back, talking about gotchaman, aka Al, is doing a movie review column over at the Letterboxd website where he's going to review movies, and periodically we'll be posting them on our socials so you can get a very in-depth, thorough coverage of classic great movies that we think are phenomenal, movies that we think you got to see. So thank you very much, Gotcha Man, for go ahead and taking a different role here at the family, at the organization. We appreciate you very much. We look forward to reading phenomenal reviews from you. And we're going to go ahead and drop one today. Just one that just dropped. I think it's about Raymond, I believe. Link below. Check it out. Now, let's go to the podcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, here at this podcast, you know how much I love to watch time travel movies, TV shows, comics, books, all these things. I absolutely love it. In fact, at the end of the month, Time Travel the album may be coming. I've been saying 25th of December. Be on the lookout. But anyways, as of right now, today, I just got done watching again the movie called Déjà Vu by the one and only Tony Scott, legendary Tony Scott, who directed many fine films. Top Gun, Spy Game, and by the way, Spy Game is considered to be one of the greatest spy movies ever made by people in the community. Now, real quick, I am part of that community, believe it or not. I spend a lot of time watching spy movies and TV shows, and I'm part of it. I'm on groups on the internet. We discuss and talk about it, and it does seem the consensus is that most people in the community that love these things, love spy genre, do consider Spy Game to be a classic. I've rarely heard anybody who likes that genre that did not like it. Rarely has anybody said that. So he is a creator of magnificent movies, obviously, Top Gun also. But also, this particular movie, I think might be slept on slightly because I don't hear a lot of chat about, at least not recently. But this is one of the best time travel movies ever made, also grounded in reality. A very realistic, grounded time travel movie. It is absolutely phenomenal. Starring the one and only Denzel Washington. Now, if you know Denzel Washington, he's done so many great roles and so many different genres of movies. He was and still is the epitome of cool. He was so cool back then when I was a young man. He's still cool now. He's a master actor. He's so good at expressing himself and emoting and moving, and he makes you believe. Now, one of the things, in my opinion, to be a master actor is you have to make people believe. It's called make believe. Make people believe. Believe what you're saying. He's really good at that. So this movie, we find what happens is there's like a terrorist attack, in modern day. And then Denzel discovers there's a way to kind of look and go back to the past, and then the time travel ensues. Now, in this particular movie, I think they can only go back like 4 days, if I remember correctly, 5 days, something like that. They have a limited window of time that they can operate in, but still it's a very unique take on the time travel genre. So if you don't know, Time Cop is one of my all-time favorite time travel movies. So is Back to the Future, so is First Contact, Star Trek First Contact. This is in my top 10 for sure. It is a very unique take, very grounded reality, and it feels really good. And also, additionally, I teared up quite a bit watching this. I mean, seriously. I had seen it a while, and I don't know what's going on, but I really teared up. The visuals of seeing the terrorists in action was just so hits me so hard, right? It just hit me so hard. Now, if you don't know, I've studied these kind of things for many years. And went down the rabbit hole for like a decade plus of spying and intelligence and counterterrorism, all these things. Read a lot of books, a lot of experts, watched a lot of documentaries to really know that world, right? Because I find it very fascinating and interesting. And this particular show does a good job of depicting that world in a way that I've read about. So I've read a lot of things, saw a lot of documentaries, and it just seems really grounded in realism. I don't know if he got, consultations from actual real people in the field, but it seems very grounded in reality. I don't know. I'd have to do a deep dive into it. I have not done that, but it does feel that way from everything I've read and seen. Now, also additionally, you get to see inside the mind of a terrorist who he himself thinks is a patriot. Right now, if you ever go down the rabbit hole of studying, terrorism and these things, it was hard to ground a definition of it, right? At least in the experts I read and saw, maybe they haven't announced in a while, but I just know that a lot of times they could be a freedom fighter or terrorist. That's how it was seen by whoever was thinking these things, right? And then even Denzel talks about it in the movie a little bit. He does, speak on that, if I remember correctly. And then Jim Caviezel plays, this guy, the bad actor. And he really does sell it really well. It's interesting that he can play this well, but also play Jesus. It's so crazy that he can play two very, very different individuals that are so different than each other and play them so well. Even Caviezel, if you look at his body work going back to now, phenomenal actor as well. I mean, to play those various roles and play them so well is just absolutely mind-blowing. So in this particular movie, you do get to see both sides of that, the law enforcement also versus the bad actor, whatever, and see how that works, see how their mind works, see how they go ahead and discover, track, find him, figure things out, with a time travel element added to that, right? And I also do feel that it has a lot of relevancy to today. Because a lot of what you see on the internet, a lot of people do think like this Jim Caviezel character. I think his name is like Ostrad, or I can't remember his name, very interesting name. But this guy, though, there's been people recently in the last 5-6 years that have this kind of mindset, right? So what I really think it comes down to when these people like that, obviously they're taking action because they want to achieve some kind of goal, and they feel taking the action is going to achieve that. And there may or may not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert, like I said. But I think how someone gets to that viewpoint person, I've done a lot of thinking about this. Many, many years to think about this. Many years to try to figure out how would that happen. And I think because in the movie he says, I'm a patriot. So obviously on some level he likes America because he's in America, right? I mean, saying he's a patriot, patriot is considered you love America, right? So you love America, you're a patriot, right? So he does seem like he has love for the country. I just think in this particular movie, at least, he wants to go about it a different way, or he thinks that people that run it don't run it properly. And I think a lot of what's going on currently is that you go on Twitter, you go on their Facebook, you go online, you see all these people bickering, and there's this great political divide of arguing and calling names and all this heated debate. But if you look at the core, I would think that the majority of human beings on there doing that love America. Let's be real. If you're on there, you're an American, you're doing all this talking, most likely you'll love this country. I would think most of you do, or most of them do, or whoever they do, right? The only thing is, I feel is that they have different visions or paths of how to make it look or what it should look like. And this is where the grievances or discrepancies come into play, as seen in this movie. Because I do feel in some twisted way, the character Jim Caviezel plays does have an immense love for the country. It seems that way. But his actions are not excusable. Should never do that, ever, right? Be clear. But he thinks in his mind that doing this is going to reshape, the U.S. into a way that he thinks it should be, right? So like for me as a podcaster, and where I sit in a position, I have no say over none of this. Like, I don't call any shots. I don't have a title, status. I don't do anything. I don't have any kind of power in this space, in my city, my country, my state. No. Minimal power, except for my voting power that I vote. That's it. That's all I got, right? So even if I disagree with what's happening, I have no control over it. There's nothing I can do about it. My vote is supposed to achieve this. And I suspect here he just thinks his vote can't achieve it, is what I'm guessing. And so he thinks it's on him to take action, which is very unfortunate because a lot of people could have guided us, which they did not, because Denzel saved the day through his detective work or law enforcement skills and time travel ability. But seeing the mind of the bad actor and also the plot, it really hit deep. It felt really real. You saw the individuals on this ferry, and then you saw them have a good time, happy, families just chilling. Well, these guys are here trying to cause harm out here. It was not cool at all. I don't dig it at all. I'm not a big fan of violence at all. Don't support it, endorse it. As you get older, it's even more so. They never did in the past, but just like you see it differently as you get older. You appreciate life way more. When you're younger, you appreciate it, but I don't think you appreciate it as deeply as you get older. And also, too, when you start taking losses. I'm talking human losses of people you love and care about, where they go away or they leave planet Earth, and you start losing human beings. You just can appreciate more of how precious human life is. Seriously. So serious. We're in the holidays now. We're going to Christmas. We're out shopping, Black Friday shopping, buying things. We're getting mad a little bit. I've seen a little bit of mad, be angry. Right? And this is the holiday where you just should not be that way. This is a holiday where I feel you should just reflect and appreciate your family, your friends, your living also. Because like I say all the time, we could have not woke up this morning. We woke up. We're awake. You can hear me. You're awake. You woke up. You're living one more time. You got one more shot at changing your life or having a good time or whatever you want to do. Right? Another shot. You may not have tomorrow. I hate to say it. I don't mean to do more, but it is true. I have lost people. A lot of people. I know I've lost people. My lady, who I'm dating, just lost someone very important to her last year. And other things have happened. We are losing human beings. And when you feel that, you just love harder, right? So I wish all you guys a happy holiday. Have a great time. Be safe out there. And this movie is phenomenal. You should definitely watch this movie. Tony Scott directed it. I think Paula Patton's in it. She plays a great role. Denzel Washington's great. Everybody's great. The whole cast is great. Movie's phenomenal. Tony Scott, phenomenal. I highly recommend check it out. But if you're a younger person, you've never heard of or seen it, go check it out. This is phenomenal work. Denzel is a great actor. His whole catalog is good. I'm glad I watched it today. Got a little emotional, like I said, teared up. But this is what movies are supposed to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. And until next time, we'll see you. I think the prime reason for existence, for living in this world, is discovery. James Dean. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks.